counts of use of her official position for financial gain for business with which she is associated, and 1 count of use or disclosure of confidential information. The count involving the disclosure of confidential information alleges she provided someone with whom she was associated a photograph of an inmate in the courthouse's holding cell. Murdoch.
Well, I wonder what that was.
Yeah.
It was in a book, for crying out loud. There's no allege there. It's literally in her book.
Yeah, I don't think she can deny that one. That one's happening. So.
It is not clear whether that was the same incident alleged in the other complaint or was a separate one. The two counts of use of her official position for the financial gain of a business with which she was associated allege she authorized checks that were issued to a business with which she was associated for a total of $750. Of the remaining 71 counts of use of official position for financial gain in the second complaint, she is accused of directing payments be made to reimburse her for the purchase of items that include meals for herself in my Southern Guest, drinks, snacks, gifts for clerk of court and courtroom employees, office decor, and birthday gifts and meals for family members.
She's so kind.
Including some sweet Southern tea.
That sounds like Mandy from Murdoch Prison Live.
Maybe they're the same person.
It could be.
It's possible.
She's also accused of diverting DSS child support incentive funds to give herself multiple bonus checks that total $9,880.
That's
never
weird.
do such a thing.
Cask, do you have a take on this bit?
Well, so DSS stands for Department of Social Services. There was child support incentive funds that was to be used for family court. It was federal funds that were given. Now, I will say this: she's not the only one, the only clerk of court. I believe there was 4 others in the state of South Carolina that used that money to put bonuses out there. They literally left this money unchecked and just kind of gave it to them and hoped that, they would do the right thing. Most of them did. It appears that Tyler allegedly did it.
Child support money.
Yeah, it was a couple $1,000 every year. I think it was $2,000, $2,500, maybe another $2,500 or $2,000 that she gave herself every year. How nice.
This is basically exactly the kind of stuff that Alex Murdoch was doing, but on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
Like, this is exactly financial crimes like Alex Murdoch was doing. Like, he was stealing from the poor.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the stuff. So, like, Miss Sanctimonious up on her high horse, this is it. This is the same shit. Jesus Christ.
She thinks the federal prison is pretty comfy, so.
Yeah. Oh, this bit here. Yeah. Okay, so Laura Hayes from Laura Hayes, yeah.
Laura Hayes, her former deputy clerk, texted her asking about this, saying, "You don't need to go to jail for unethical behavior. You're a Southern belle." According to the text exchange provided, Hill responded, "Right, although I hear federal prison is pretty comfy."
Is this
I'm
federal
trying to
prison
get
kind of
hold of
stuff?
Laura Hayes. If Laura Hayes, if you're watching, I'm Crime Cask. Get a hold of me, crimecast.com, or however you want to on YouTube. She was a deputy clerk. She quit or resigned sometime around the Murdoch trial. I would love to talk to her about things that were going on. So, Laura Hayes, call me.
Hit him up. He's lovely to talk to. I'm glad you liked him.
Yeah.
The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division confirmed it in January. It was investigating allegations that Hill used her elected position for personal gain. It also confirmed it was investigating claims that Hill tampered with the jury. Oh my. During Murdaugh's murder trial. Those claims were at the center for a request for a new murder trial, which a judge ultimately denied.
Yeah.
Hill,
Investigating is in air quotes there.
Hill announced she was resigning from her position, effective immediately back in March, but did not take questions about the investigation.
No.
She did that with her lovely lawyer.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Oh, you never saw this?
You've never seen this?
God. Oh my God. You know, he's a South Carolina state either senator or representative.
Oh yeah.
He is.
And he put that on his Instagram and his Twitter.
Oh my God.
Yeah, him in a hot tub just dancing with music and
yeah.
By himself.
Yeah.
Thank God it was by himself. Legit. I don't feel bad about putting that on my YouTube whatsoever. And I've even cut the sound out so I don't get copyright struck. But legit, he put that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he even had the little heart going.
Yeah.
Very manly.
Very manly.
Yeah.
After much reflection, this Southern Belle decided that it is best not to run again for re-election. Hill said, "I will now be able to focus on being a wife, a mother, and grandmother to my 2 grand boys and my soon felony charges. And will be spending time with the people who mean the most to me with the upcoming election. I wanted to ensure that I provided ample time to other Republican candidates." Oh God, she's a Republican. "Who may be interested in pursuing this position."
Speaking of that, Donald Trump guilty on all 34 counts.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know. But won't it be funny if he gets elected from jail?
Yeah.
I guess the Rikers Island, New York, will be the new White House.
Yeah. Not for long. He'll pardon himself, and it'll be an awesome victory walk. You know, you're like,
I'll send you a picture that I made.
Yes.
It's kind of funny.
All right. Oh, Hill's attorney, Justin Bamberg, as in pretty hair.
Yeah. Stressed on the day of the announcement that Hill made the decision for the benefit of Colleton County.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course he did. Who's this?
Governor Henry McMaster appointed Colleton County probate judge Cecil Utsey IV to take charge of the office until a permanent clerk is either appointed or elected.
Yeah, I don't know whether they've got a new clerk yet or not. Anyway, a president cannot pardon himself from state convictions, can't he?
No.
Really?
Yeah, it's never really been tried. So
I thought he could do whatever the hell he wanted, but does it matter? Like
he can still serve in the White House.
Can he? But can he like get himself out of jail, or does he have to serve from jail?
No, he can go into the White House and he's like free for the 4 years.
Yeah, right. For the 4 years, then he's got to go back.
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Goodness knows. It's all so crazy. Sal is Miss Becky. Yeah, Jim. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? He's also Mandy. Not that Mandy. The other Mandy. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look now at something else. Okay. So here is the document. The document. Now it's gigantic, and that's what she said. All right. So I don't think we're going to get through the whole document, but we'll look at some of the basics of it. So
I mean, a lot of it is redundant. It's just that the dollar amounts change.
Yeah, yes, there's a lot of repetition in there. So let's have a look. So it's state of South Carolina, county of Richland, in the matter of. So Laura Hayes is the complainant. Why is that? Who is she? She be from
was
the
the
Ethics
deputy-
Commission?
She was deputy clerk of courts. She worked for Becky, and she resigned.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she turned
Wow.
Becky in.
So knife in the back. Wow.
I didn't do nothing wrong. They're all
No.
after my job
Ah, right. Well,
and my
she's-
sweet tea.
and my sweet tea. Yeah. Okay. So notice of hearing before the State Ethics Commission. Okay. Do you want to read? Let's just read the first bit. Let's see. Can I even select this thing? Highlight. Ooh, maybe this part.
Okay.
Oops, that's really bad.
I wasn't gonna say.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm not Sean, all right. Okay, go on.
The State Ethics Commission has determined that there is probable cause pursuant to Section 8-13-320 10I Code of Laws, South Carolina 1976 is amended in the above captioned complaint. The State's Ethics Commission will therefore convene a formal hearing into the matters in accordance with Section 813-32010I and J, Code of Laws, South Carolina 1976, as amended in State Ethics Commission Regulations, South Carolina Code and Regs 52-707-1997 comes up on Thursday, December 19th, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. at the State Ethics Commission hearing room located at 201 Executive Drive, Center Drive, Suite 150, Columbia, South Carolina. The following allegations will be heard.
Come hell or high water, I will be at that hearing.
You'll be there.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
I'm sure you will. You wouldn't miss it. Okay, so let's have a look. Count one, because all these counts are pretty similar.
Yeah.
So let's just read a couple of them, and then I want to have a look at some specific ones that have been called out.
That I, former Colleton County Clerk of Court, knowingly used her official position to direct a bonus to herself in the amount of $2,000 in September of 2021 from IVD Child Support Funds in violation of Section 813-700A.
Okay, $2,000 just straight out to herself. That looks sus. Like,
Well,
I'm
I
just
never
gonna-
do anything wrong.
Okay, wouldn't you make it like a not a round number? Like, wouldn't you make it like, I don't know, $1,784.86 or something like that, and then transfer it so then it doesn't look like a big like a round number $2,000 bucks straight to me, and that just looks really suspicious. I feel like, don't you think?
Well, I hadn't got experience with defrauding the government at that point.
That's true. She was brand new to it.
I was just new in my office.
Yeah.
I got better at hiding
Wow.
my fraud.
Oh, right. Okay. Wow. All right. Next one.
That I, former Colleton County Clerk of Court, knowingly used her official position to direct a bonus to myself in the amount of $380.10 in March of 2022 from IVD Child Support Funds. I'm a child. I deserve to be paid.
Wow.
Count three. That I knowingly used my official position to direct a bonus to myself in the amount of $2,500 in September of 2022 from IVD Child Support Funds. Those starving children don't need it.
No.
I got me a new summer dress to buy.
And
Lipton's
right, Ginny.
tea doesn't buy itself.
That's right. Like, Chinny, you're so right. This looks really bad.
Well, It sounds even worse. Let me read you real quick what that Title 4-D child
Yeah.
support funding is supposed to be used for. It
Please.
says it's a critical piece of funding needed for courts to provide self-help services to self-represented litigants, and federal law provides that the Title 4-D funding may be used only for paternity and child support order establishment, support order modifications, and enforcement.
God.
Yeah. The combined sources of funding, state courts can begin to piece together resources needed to provide comprehensive self-help programs. So clearly, it's not for Becky to think I did a good job.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I did a wonderful job being clerk of court. I deserved a bonus.
Yeah.
She deserved a bonus.
I helped a
Like-
single mom today in court. That's $2,000. It's not a ton of money, but she made $80,000 a year. But in Walterboro, South Carolina, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that goes a long ways.
I can't believe that she thought that this was okay. Did she actually think this was okay? Do you think? Or
well, clearly she kept doing it. Whether you thought she did, or whether you think she thought it was okay or not, she did it.
wow.
I just think she just saw there was absolutely no oversight, and I'll use this as my own little slush fund. I love the one about the limoncellos. The Jägermeister and the limoncellos.
Wow.
Smirnoffs and
For
Jaeger bombs.
a solicitor it was a going away party for a solicitor. She bought alcohol.
Wow.
Using that money.
Yeah, and you're right, Madge. Yeah, for sure, no book. She would have gotten away with it.
Yeah, that's what's so funny.
Yeah,
Is she brought this all on herself
100%.
and her son.
For sure. And it makes me wonder, like, how many more of these clerks of court and people in official positions like this who have access to this kind of money are getting away with this stuff and just not writing books.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. So where are we? Is there any more? So these are all child support ones, right? So we got 2,500. We have another 2,500. Another one. Wow,
So she does it
another
every 6 months. She takes $2,500
Holy moly.
on a clock, on a schedule. 6 months, I get 2,500.
Okay, and then we're starting to talk about behind the doors of justice, right? So look at this, behind the doors of justice.
That former Colleton County Clerk of Court knowingly used her official position to negotiate the use of the Colleton County Courthouse and an interview in exchange for the promotion of her book, Behind the Doors of Justice, in violation of Section 813 700A.
Wow. Okay. Count 7.
Oh, this is nothing. That I knowingly used my position to authorize issuance of a check in the amount of $150 to Community Innovations, a business with which she is associated.
Community Innovations.
Oh, and then she did $600 to them again.
Who are Community Innovations? Oh,
Let me go look.
associated. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, let's keep going. Count 9. Oh, it's a photograph.
That former Colleton County Clerk of Court provided an individual with whom she was associated confidential information in the form of a photograph of a very sexy and adorable inmate with cute nipples in the Colleton County Courthouse holding cell to promote the sale of a book in violation of Section 813.
Yes, the photo. Wow. Okay, so there's no money involved in that. So that is a violation of Section 8. I wonder what kind of penalty that one involves. what really happens behind the doors of justice, Becky Boo? Oh, we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Get the book. Get the book, because you'll find out much more than you will from any of these documents.
So, Community Innovations is a non-profit company that she is on the board of, and their mission is to create a healthier community outcomes for a stronger Colleton County through programs created to promote self-confidence, educational access, neighborhood stability, personal health, mental, social, emotional well-being, and community advocacy with mentoring and empowerment practices. Whoever the hell wrote that, I have no idea, but that's what Community Innovations is, and she's on the board. In fact, her picture is still on it.
That sounds like a load of crap to me. Wow.
Yeah, anytime I hear non-profit, look out.
Non-profit. What a load of BS. I don't know.
Just so that the people who are on the board can get paid a lot of money.
100%. I don't know what it's like in South Carolina, but here you're supposed to be actually registered as a non-profit. And like you're supposed to jump through some hoops to prove that you're not making profit. But I see people say, oh, not for profit and that kind of thing. And it's like, hang on, you haven't proven anything to show me that you're actually a charitable charitable company. Like, people just throw the words around, and it's like you're just saying that. Thank you, John Common, for the super chat. And we have some gifted memberships. Thank you, Dali. That's so nice of you.
I have my
Gifted
moments.
memberships keep this channel going. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Sarah Schwartzberg, Darcy, Heather Mosher, AG Biochemist, and Salty Dog. We're all gifted memberships. Guys, get onto our Discord. We have so much fun in there that if you go to my membership tab and look under there on the community membership tab and go to membership perks, you'll see there's a link there, and you should just get let straight into Dali and my Discord.
That's right, because you have a members only, right?
Yeah. It's fantastic fun, and we'll have.
How do you do that? Maybe we can do it. Maybe you can tell me offline. But how do you do that on YouTube?
How do I do members only on YouTube?
Yeah.
Once you have members set up, then you just go onto your channel settings and you just say, I'm doing a stream, and you change it from, how you got unlisted and public. It comes up with a members section. So yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, we have an awesome fun time, and because I'm only a small channel, I don't make any real money off of ad revenue or anything like that. Memberships is what keeps it going. So thank you so much to all of you who stay members, and thanks to everyone who gives out gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. Awesome. So let's keep going. We are up to where? This one. Count 10. Hello, Kat.
Count 10. Well, Babu can read.
Babu can read.
That I, former Colleton County Clerk of Court, knowingly used my official position to direct payment in the amount of $110.50 drawn on TAC number 6377. To wit, I directed that I be reimbursed for the purchase of items including but not limited to meals for Clerk of Court employees.
Okay.
Well, that was nice of her.
Good for her. That's nice. Oh, Easter goodies.
Oh, I, Rebecca H. Hill, knowingly used my official position to direct payments in the amount of $113.28. To wit, I directed that I be reimbursed for the purchase of items including but not limited to food and gifts for Clerk of Court employees, noted as my Easter goodies. I got my employees some eggs,
Oh, she got the some eggs.
I'm the OG egg lady.
She
not
is.
that hoe.
How ironic.
You know what all this is, in my opinion, is control. She's a nice person, right? Gifts,
Tea.
bonuses, paying. I mean, she was just writing
Fair enough.
checks. It's a control.
That,
It was Becky Boo.
Okay, so let's speed this up a bit. So we've got $201 for Mother's Day gifts now, right?
I'm a
And
mother.
she is, and a grandmother.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So you're right, CNC. She's trying to like flex her muscle and sort of show that she's like got this cash to throw around and like buy gifts to people
Yeah.
and like snacks and Easter goodies, gifts, etc. And it's not her money.
Right.
Like it's just not. But then she's also giving herself bonuses as well. Okay, Mother's Day gifts, $201. 180. What's this for?
Mother's Day card.
Mother's Day gift card staff. All right. 14. $53 drawn on check number 638. To it. Mother's Day gift staff courthouse ladies. What?
Well, is
Mother's Day was a big day in Collin County,
there going to be a Father's Day gifts?
right?
Must be. Oh, what's this one?
Paint samples, fruits, and snacks for FC and CP judge. Lunch for clerk. CRLC and CP clerks. FC wall.
Okay. What? Okay. All right. So $60.15 drawn on check number 6394. She'll be reimbursed for purchase of items including but not limited to meals for herself, clerk of court employees, and court personnel. Radio. Count 17. What's this one?
Birthday gifts, meals for their family members.
Okay. What? And their tennis partners, maybe?
I don't know how much tennis is going on down in Walterboro, but
How did she even, like this Laura chick, how did she even get all this information?
she was the deputy.
Right. So she's gone back through her records.
She was there. She was the number 2.
Wow, she really mustn't like her. Okay. Okay, so 117.
This is the party. Go back, scroll back up.
Yep. Which bit?
I think this is the party for the solicitor. That's the one where they bought Jägermeister and limoncello.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I read it in the state newspaper here, where the article originally was posted. Apparently, they had details of what was in there. I was like, kudos on the limoncello. I mean, if I'm going to do a shot, let's do some limoncello shots.
I've got some information on count 21. Hang on. Okay, count 19. Keep going. All right. So $51.80. Gifts. Yep. Cool. Count 20. Here we go. Smirnoff Ice. Righto. Birthday gifts and supplies.
Big party over there.
I wanted to do Twisted Tea, but I decided Smirnoff Ice for a treat.
You did. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Let's go. Just a sec. Right. All right. I'm just going to share this tab instead. Good old Ben Smith. Thank you, Ben. Alrighty. So was this part of the birthday gifts? She said, Okay, so I don't know how he's found this. Right. So Valerie, you can write that. Dali, you can read this part here, Valerie.
Valerie and I celebrated our birthdays together at her Airbnb in town. While the trial was going on, we enjoyed the margarita cake was delicious, as was the company with other media members.
Right. So that's count 20 and count 21. I don't know. It must have been around that time that he found that. On your Ben. On your Ben. You're so good at this. Legend. Oh yeah, Cask. There you go. There's you reacting.
I love me a good meme, man. I tell you what.
I know you do. And then C-Swept.
That looks like Becky too.
Yeah, it does. The level of this lady's nonsense and entitlement is hilarious.
You're back.
And why did she think purchasing Smirnoff Ice for Colleton County employees was an acceptable idea? I can't wait to see the others. Damn, Becky just don't give a shit. All right. I had to grab that out. Let's keep going. All right. 22. Valentine's Day gifts.
Man, she loved the holidays.
Yes, she did, didn't she? All righty. Paint and supplies. Okay. Righty. And 24. Meals. It's about $131. This adds up. $74.88. Office supplies. You might be able to say office supplies are all right.
I mean, that's just stupid, in my opinion. Like, there's a budget for office supplies. I'm sure she just calls somebody and, wherever and says, hey, I need paper, I need pens, I need things to tamper juries with.
Things to tamper juries with. I need tainting supplies.
I need anonymous emails.
Yes, John, it's about $20,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, it sounds a little bit small fry in comparison to, Murdoch.
I mean, the feds aren't going to give a shit about $20,000. I can tell you that. It's a waste of their time and money. They won't care. They'll leave it to the state. They can give a shit about it.
Yeah. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, it's theft. When it comes down to it, like, it is theft. It might be misdemeanor level theft. I don't really know, but it's still theft.
I don't know.
But it's abuse of a public office.
South Carolina.
Yeah, it is. It is abuse of a public office. So, isn't it? I mean, like, it's taking the trust of the people and using it to your own advantage. So I don't know whether that's considered to be a different level of theft. Like, it's not a petty theft, is it?
$20,000 is nothing to sneeze at.
Sounds like a felony. Yeah, I suppose so. It's still taxpayer money.
I think anything over $2,000 is a felony.
Is it? I know it. And it's continual. All right, let's keep going. So, 97.19. So, floral items, assorted beverages. 28. $115 for meals, herself and guests. 29. 69.87 for items including but not limited to lunch. Like, this was just her personal, like, checking account. Yeah. $131.84 for gifts to court personnel. Gifts. She's just going around giving presents out.
Yeah.
Okay. No wonder people thought she was lovely. Okay, $256 for snacks, supplies, and meals. God, what kind of snacks cost $257?
I mean, this is why everybody loved her. She
Yeah.
was Becky Boo. Hey, everybody, let's have fun.
Yeah. She turns up with like trays, platters of food and flowers and, prezzies. 89.47 for items including but limited to Mother's Day gifts. We're back on Mother's Day again. 82.17 for snacks, supplies for court personnel.
A lot of supply.
$400. Yeah. $400 for gifts to court employees. How many bloody gifts to court employees are you going to buy?
Wish I worked there.
Meals, gifts, more meals, more gifts, more meals, more gifts. Hang on, courthouse supplies. That actually sounds okay. I don't understand like how much of this stuff you're allowed to use. Like, so knowing her former Colton County knowingly used her official position to direct payment in the amount of $120, drawn on check number that, directed that she be reimbursed for purchase of items including but not limited to courthouse supplies. Surely that's okay.
Well, like I said, she's using federal funds.
Yeah.
For child,
So
I say child support. It's
she
not
moved
child.
the wrong money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And she,
All right.
it's not like she never got called out on this. There was multiple emails in the email drop from people telling her, you can't write this bonus out of this funds. There's a way to do it, and you got to go through HR, and it's got to be approved, and la da da da. I don't think she wanted to do that. I think she just wanted to write her own bonus and have nobody check it. But it's not as if this is like going to be news to her. She's gotten emails on this before.
Roddy, I call BS on all of this. The courthouse has a budget for all this crap. She needs to show itemized receipts.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so 74.39 for meals, herself and vendor in violation of that. Hey, what date was that? Was that Taj Mahal? Well, it doesn't say.
No, they were much more expensive than that.
Yeah, that's true. 67.66 for office decorations. What's she doing?
It's a damn courthouse. I mean, come on.
I hope the Taj Mahal is in here.
Me too. $345.95 for more office decorations. 144 for what? Meals for herself and Claude employees. God, there's a lot of food in here. No wonder they're all chubby. I saw them. They're all lined up.
Yeah.
No offense or anything, but come on. There wasn't a thin one amongst them.
Yeah. You're not going to find a good gym to work out in Walterboro either. So.
Okay. Office cooler and office decorations. Oh, there's the limoncello. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Count 48.
Yes, Meister.
Okay.
Here, the key word in this one here, go to the bottom, going away lunch.
Going away
Lunch. We had Jaeger and limoncello shots for lunch.
Oh, they got a lot done the rest of the day.
Oh.
All had a nap after that. Count 49. $600 for the purchase of items including but not limited to picnic tables. Picnic tables. Well, did these people ever do any work?
I mean, that's a pretty big party. Office party, $550 for food and booze, and appetizers and drinks. Like, And all thanks to our federal child support dollars.
Mm.
Oh my lord!
Goodness me. Okay. Concluded but not limited to meals.
Arsenal meals.
Yep. Okay. She reimbursed for purchase of items including
Probably Domino's pizza.
food for jurors. I have a feeling she's going to claim that she just didn't understand what money was for what.
Well, I agree with you, and I think some of it will kind of
Be
get
dropped.
tossed. But writing the checks to yourself.
Yeah,
How
like
you going to get
taking.
around that?
Yeah, the first few charges are pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, some of this is, I think, BS. I mean, not that I want to defend Becky, our sweet Southern Belle.
And
but-
I don't believe that the Colleton County Courthouse has a budget for booze and parties.
yeah, okay. Taxpayer money for booze.
They just don't have that money. I mean, it's literally a county court. Like, they don't have that kind of money. It's not an office building.
Yeah.
So she made it up.
Maybe not, but I tend to feel that she's going to say, look, there was cash in the account. How am I supposed to maintain like the stuff and the functions that are going on in the courthouse? There's functions. I'm supposed to pay for the functions, aren't I?
No, you work for the government.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's what her defense would be.
She doesn't work for Google.
Yeah. I mean, I assume that she feels that she was taking the money from the right spot. That's what she's going to say.
And I go back to, she was told multiple times she was doing it wrong and not to do it again.
That's true. She wasn't she? And that's in those emails, isn't it? I was looking at through the emails, and there were a few emails in there saying, you need to talk to us about the funds.
Right. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you're supposed to try this fund, not that fund. Don't do it in the future. Just
I didn't understand what those were about. I didn't, and because there was no trail beforehand or afterwards with those emails. And
I didn't see it on here, but I was surprised that there was a bailiff who cleaned Becky's house, her personal house.
Right.
And she paid her with Colleton County funds. It was almost $900.
Hey.
So it's not like it was one time. It was multiple times.
So she used a bailiff to clean her house?
Yeah.
Probably needed the cash. Last night I was thinking this isn't related to Murdoch, but now I think Dick Poot can make the argument that he needs a new trial. Becky ran that courthouse like a brothel.
Yeah. John, if you think this document here is going to give Dick Arpulian a good argument, just wait till that book comes out.
Yeah, look, there's so much more to come.
I'm telling you,
there's so much more to come.
We have run this through so many different attorneys for libel.
Oh, good.
There's a national media company right now running it through libel because it names names and tells people things. But from the egg lady's perspective, Juror 785, most of the things she says in this book directly happened to her. It is the truth to her. She's telling the truth. And if she can't say definitively what that truth is without pointing a finger and say they did it, she goes on to talk about, based off of this, it would be my opinion that this is what happened. And
now,
in the United States, opinion is not a libelous offense.
Now, there's nothing plagiarized in it, right?
I'm just kidding. No, I'll tell you, there is, but it's court documents.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's court documents that we literally go through, like the evidentiary hearing. There's parts of it where it's word for word from there,
Sure.
and but then she puts in her point of view. So she'll go through a paragraph or two with what Justice Toll said, talking about Becky Hill, and then she'll go my response. There's a couple other things in here, but they're from Fitz News, and we got permission from Fitz News to do it.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
And we notate that it was Fitz News.
Okay.
It's
But no, other than that, no.
I mean, I was just kidding.
I know.
You know.
I'm super curious to see what happens once that book comes out. Like, it's almost like a giant affidavit, really.
It really is. I mean, not only about the Facebook and the anonymous post or the anonymous email, but she goes through different jurors, different witnesses.
Yeah.
David Owen. She goes through the state timeline and cell data. Nathan Tootin, Select Agent Worley, Roger Dale Davis. Remember the big guy? He took care of the blood kennels. Blanca, Miss Shelley, and really goes through what she saw and what she believed based off of the evidence that was presented to her. It's a really neat perspective. Everybody has their own perspective, but she had the duty to really pay more attention than we did. I paid attention to it, but she's sitting right there, has to make a decision. Plus, she goes through a lot of different jurors and what happened outside of that courthouse. For example, in smoke breaks or in just regular breaks, what was talked about by other jurors. She gives you the inside scoop. I'm telling you, it was eye-opening for me. Half the time I had to shake my head. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, things you just thought, well, you would think something like that happens? And she's like, no, that happened. Like, that happened. You go, oh
They
my
shouldn't
God.
have been talking at all.
Say what?
They shouldn't have been talking at all, the jury.
No.
No.
Well,
But
You'll
they
read
were.
about it. You'll read about what they were talking about.
We'll leave it.
Wow.
We'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. Okay, let's finish this off. We're really close. We're count 52. Okay, so $268 for
Valentine's Day gifts to jurors and clerk of court employees.
Okay.
No Christmas, though.
Maybe she's atheist.
No Thanksgiving. No Halloween.
Was there Father's Day?
Why? Like,
Okay. $67.82 for meals, small meals. Another $51 for brunch. Okay. Count 56. $62.64 for more gifts.
Office furniture.
Come on.
I want one of these staff to come along and say what the gifts were.
It was an IKEA couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Any
what
of
I'm
these stuff.
like. She probably asked for, $200. I don't know, a new chair, and they were like, "Oh, go down to the storage room. There's plenty of them there. Just grab one." And she's like, "No, I want a nice chair." So she used the money, allegedly. That's how I would see that.
Yeah, I would really like any of these staff who would like to come on and chat and tell us about the gifts and the food. Come on, let's chitty chat. That'd be fun. And there's some memberships: Donna Barkley, Ariel, Mark Burnick. Hey, keep your stick on ice, Mark. Mustang McCracken. Welcome, guys. I need to give these memberships out before the end of the month. So is that today?
Oh,
Today. That's today for me. So
By the way, Becky bobblehead in the corner.
yeah, I missed her. I haven't been able to bring her out for a while. But yeah, join.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, you haven't seen her. She's based on based on the EB bobblehead. So EB started it all. So they all need to have bobbleheads.
You love EB, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's very entertaining.
EB.
He's EB. EB hasn't released a statement on this yet, so we're waiting.
What's he gonna say?
Oh, he always has to say something. You know him; he can't not say anything. So on his Safer Days on Sunday, there will be we'll be back on the Becky thing. We will have Becky talk on Sunday. For sure, we'll be watching EB's Twitter to see what he has to say because we can't wait to do the EB voice, right, Dolly?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're on it. We're on it. Count 58, $140. Clerk of court employees and court personnel.
You do EB voice?
EB? Yeah, he does a great EB.
Yeah. It's outraged.
This
I'm
is
always
angry
outraged.
man. Angry man. Because, EB gets really, really angry.
That Rebecca H. Hill, former Colleton County Clerk of Court, knowingly used her official position to direct payment in the amount of $125 drawn on check number 6575. EB.
Did you see the TikTok I did on my EB voice?
No.
Half of my 5 jurors that I represent were very pleased with the decision that Justice Toll rendered. This is what justice looks like. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's easy. This was not as easy as it looked. It was.
I'm sure they blocked me.
Okay, the high-pitched EB is kind of funny too. All right. Count 60. So you need to join us. You need to join us on a Sunday for the EB experience. We do some good EB takedowns. All right. So now we are at $76.86 for dog food, dog bones, and a dog bed.
Welcome to Walterboro.
Whose dog? I'm confused. Okay.
Or maybe it was for herself and she's a bitch.
Dolly.
Sorry.
All right. $55.97 for more personal meals. 62. Count 62. $154 for meals and gifts. Count 63. $425 for reimbursement for Laurie's 50th birthday party. Not lawyer Laurie.
No, Lori Weiss. She works in the clerk's office. She was the one standing behind in that big dress behind Becky when she resigned. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It was her and there was a guy standing next to each other right behind Becky. And the guy was the deputy clerk of court. And then when the governor appointed the old clerk of court to be the permanent clerk of court, she fired him the week she came in there. She fired him. So I'm going to suspect, I'm not going to assume, I'll suspect that there was some wrongdoing going on there as well. Plus, he was running for clerk of court, whatever. I don't know. But Lori Weiss is, she was the one also, Lori Weiss, who Becky sent to go find the famous Facebook post. Lori couldn't find it. What she said she did find was the apology for the Facebook post, which was not on Walterboro. It was on this Timothy Stone's personal webpage. And the apology was on, I might have the dates wrong, but the apology was on February 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Now, You go, well, what does that date mean? Well, the apology for the Facebook post was on February 16th. That means the Facebook post was before February 16th and taken down. However, Becky said she saw it on February 28th. Now, I'm no Bill Gates, but somebody's got to explain to me how you can see something on February 28th in a Facebook group called Walterboro Word of Mouth that was taken down before the 16th. I mean,
I look, I'm no tech genius
yeah,
either, but it doesn't sound.
That's when
possible.
Lori came back. It was like, I can't find anything. I found the apology, but we talk about it in the book. Nobody, Dick Harpootlian, the judge, nobody picked up on the fact that the apology post was dated 12 days prior to when the post was supposedly put up. Nobody caught it.
No.
I have it all. You can see it. It's in the book. You're just like, wow. Okay.
12 days. It's not even like one day. It's 12 days.
Yeah. Well, that's who Lori is.
Okay, so it's not the lawyer Lori that I was thinking of. Clearly, no. There's a few Loris getting around. But hi Lori, by the way, if you're watching, we love you. Hope you're doing well.
Sure do.
Yeah. Okay. Hey Bob, how are you? Good to see you. Alrighty. So that we are now up to count 64. Oh no, we are not. We are up to count 65. So $77.20 for meals for herself, court personnel, and employees of the Attorney General's office. Oh, employees of the Attorney General's office. Well, you know what? They weren't appreciative of it. I don't think they're going to be anyway because they're not your friends now. Oh, pretty soon. No.
Literally, the Attorney General of the state of South Carolina was the one that gave her the name Becky Boo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really? There you go. It all comes around full circle, doesn't it?
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Count 66. $72.10. Oh, Father's Day gifts.
Finally,
yes.
I think the Father's Day gifts got gypped. Only $72.
Yeah, that's true. Mother's Day did much better. All right. Count 67. $232 for personal meals and court personnel. What? She actually paid $232 for court personnel?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. $94.96 for clerk of court employees. Meals for clerk of court employees. Count 69. Here we go. 69 is $118.62 for more meals. God. Some local cafe or caterer is doing really well out of this. Yeah. They're missing Becky.
I know.
Count 70. Oh, we're nearly there now. $76.71 for what? Gifts to clerk of court employees. God, I wonder what these gifts are. $50.87. More gifts. I want to know what they are. What's she buying them?
We'll find out in the trial.
Okay, I don't actually think she bought them any gifts. I think this is just money she's taken. But I would like to know if any gifts were given to anybody for anything. Count 72. $79.66. Items including but not limited to cleaning supplies.
Like, that's just dumb.
It is dumb. Maybe it's that toilet that was backed up.
That could be.
Remember the toilet?
Yeah. Oh, one of her emails, like she went on and on about a toilet backing up and flooding the holding cell.
That's a really old building. I've been in that bathroom. It's creaky. It's old. Those toilets are ancient.
Yeah. Count 73. We're nearly there. $183.25 for items
Office
including but not limited
decor.
to office decorations. More decorations. Okay. Count 74. Oh, this one's interesting. Do you want to read this one, Dolly?
Knowingly used my official position to direct payment in the amount of $128 for the purchase of items, including but not limited to wait. Documents and supplies?
Office decorations and supplies.
Office decorations and supplies.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Is that the end?
Yeah.
Why are there 76 then? There's
there?
2 others somewhere.
Keep going.
Oh. No.
No, I guess 74.
No, but there's 2 others somewhere.
Hmm.
I have heard that there's 2 others. I heard that the other 2 were separate.
that could
be. Yeah. Do we have another? Is there another document? Murph, do you know what happened with the other 2? They're still in chat. Do you just want to read this out and I'll have a look? You have the right to be represented. Ellie.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
Oh, you have the right to be represented by counsel, the right to call and examine witnesses, the right to introduce exhibits, and the right to cross-examine opposing witnesses.
Okay, let me look. You're right. Apparently, the 2 others there's a second document. There is a second document. You're right. I've got it.
So you don't have all the documents.
I do. I do have the other document. I just forgot there was a second document. You're right. No, I do have all the documents. Stop it. You can read that. I'll just get the other document.
Oh, you can get some cheap views here. Cheap viewers here.
Your nudes in bio. Go away.
Tell me more.
Okay. Please continue, Deli.
The procedures are to be followed are set forth in the Administrative Procedures Act, Section 12310, ETSEC, Code of Laws, South Carolina, 1976, as amended, the State's Ethics Act, Section 813-100, ETSEC, blah, blah, blah. A pre-hearing conference may be scheduled prior to the hearings to allow exchange of witness lists and evidence, marking of exhibits, and disposition of motions or pleadings. In the event you fail to appear, judgment by default will be rendered against you. If there are any questions concerning the above notice or hearing times, please contact the state ethics. Scroll.
Oh, sorry.
Scrolling.
Okay.
That's it.
So so the notice of hearing. So the hearing's going to be, hang on, let's say there. But it's actually not till December, which is annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not really quite sure why, but it takes that long. So hang on, just while I dig this other one up, we have what's his name? Nick, not Nick. I've got Nick on the brain. No, not Nick Ukeda. Neil, sorry, has gone and. Well, there is a tiny little video, which is pretty garbage, but we'll just have a quick listen.
Former Gallatin County Clerk of Court, who served during the Alec Murdaugh murder trial, has been accused of 76 ethics violations. Neil Gordon, Becky Hill's co-author on Behind the Doors of Justice, the Murdaugh the South Carolina Ethics Commission's allegations against Hill. In part, he said, quote, "This morning, the lead investigator informed us we may be called to testify at the December hearing. We are ready and willing to do so if called." Hill will face a hearing before the State Ethics Commission scheduled for December 19th.
Yeah.
We're less than 2 weeks away from the annual Vaughn.
Okay, we don't care about that. So what we have is Mr. Neil coming along and going, you know what? I'm ready. If you need me to testify against this lady, I am here. I don't care. I will throw her under the bus. So, and Yep, he doesn't care. Neil Gordon.
Is that Neil Gordon or is that Neil Gordon?
Oh, wow.
What's that?
That's Milton from Office Space, but wow, that looks like Neil Gordon. Excuse me, I believe you have a stapler?
Wears the same short sleeve button up shirts.
Do you have my stapler?
That's my stapler.
Yeah, it goes through. It's just Crime and Cask has a little bit of echo going on.
Yeah.
On your microphone. That's
I
all.
do.
Yeah, just
Yeah, it's okay.
it's fine. It's no biggie. Cool. Okay, so Neil Golden, publisher of the Augusta Business Daily, co-authored a book with Hill on the Alex Murdaugh murder case. So, what's this? Just want to read that.
One
Dolly.
complaint against Hill alleges she provided confidential information in the form of a photograph of an inmate in a Colleton County courthouse holding cell to promote the sale of a book, and filmed a promotional segment with the Walterboro Chamber of Commerce president for her book in her office at the courthouse. Documents state.
Yeah, keep going.
A second complaint alleges 74 ethics violations, including 71 accounts of use of her official position for financial gain, 2 counts of use of her official position for financial gain for business with which she is associated, and 1 count of use of disclosure of confidential information. The count involving the disclosure of confidential information alleges she provided someone with whom she was associated a photograph of an inmate in the courthouse's holding cell. It is not clear whether that...
Okay, sorry. I just want to go forward to the part about Neil.
Neil Gordon, Hill's co-author on Behind the Doors of Justice, the murderers, issued the following statement about the South Carolina Ethics Commission allegations. My wife, Melissa, and I spoke to Ethics Commission investigators for several hours about our business relationship with Becky. They were very interested in the picture she texted us of Alex Murdaugh in his jail cell. This morning, the lead investigator informed us we may be called to testify at the December hearing. We are ready and willing to do so if called, if duty strikes. Here's what I've written about that in my new book, Trail Watchers.
Yeah.
Well, let's back that up for 1 second. I'm asking this question because I'm trying to think back. So he made the statement. He says they were very interested in the picture she texted us of Alex Murdaugh in his jail cell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he say when that first came out that he didn't get that from Becky?
He did say that he didn't get it from Becky. He absolutely said that. I remember it very clearly.
I thought so.
Liar.
I'm pretty sure that he said that.
Yeah, he did. Liar.
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 That was part of, not a lot, but part of what he and lawyer Lori got into it about.
Yeah.
I'm going to look that up because he just admitted that Becky sent him the picture.
100%. We need to go and get the clips from that and put it together in a little video.
God, this never dies.
This never dies. All
like
the lies
it slows down
manifesting.
and then it comes back and you have to compare it to what happened like a year ago. And
it's like, sir, would you like me to refresh your memory? Let me bring you the transcript, shall I?
Is there anything about your testimony that you would like to change?
Yes. Are you sure that's what you would like your answer to be, or would you like to think that through? Okay, so share this tab instead. Thank you, Murphy Turfy, for helping me with that. There's still only one more count here, and there's supposed to be 76 charges. So I'm a little bit confused why everyone keeps saying 76, because there was 74, and then there's one more. So there must be another one getting around somewhere. Anyway, whatever. Cool. Let's have a look. So, notice of hearing. State that this commission determined that there is a probable cause pursuant to Section 8, Code of Laws. Okay, so this one, use or disclosure of confidential information for financial gain. Do you want to have a look at this one, Dali?
That former Collin County Clerk of Court provided an individual with whom she was associated confidential information, the form of a photograph of an inmate in the courthouse holding cell to promote the sale of a book Behind the Doors of Justice.
Yes. Well, okay, but wasn't this was already mentioned in the other document? So it must be under a different section. Must be another violation. So having given that photo out must be it must be in violation of 2 codes. Like for one is for financial gain, and the other one,
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyway, all of these things are ethics complaints, so they're all to the ethics commission, right? So they're all going to be read out at a hearing in December. Now, Crime and Cask, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, that means that they investigate all this stuff between now and then, make sure that they've got their story straight and there's enough evidence. It's all presented at this hearing, and they're therefore are putting forth their argument to the Attorney General that she needs to be charged criminally.
Correct.
Right. So that makes it easier for them to charge her criminally because there's all this work done prior.
Yes.
Right.
100%. Yeah.
Right. Okay. But they can't fine her, throw her in jail, any of that kind of stuff based on that hearing or anything like that.
We cannot.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder though, can any of this stuff taint her professional record? So
I mean, if she's called to testify again in another hearing for Murdaugh, they could use it to impeach her.
Potentially, but what I was getting at more is if she were to ever want to attain a public office.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah,
she's done.
I would think that being found guilty of these things would.
She's done.
You would think that would be the end of it for her.
Yeah.
Not that she's likely to be elected again anyway, but
you never know.
No.
It's true.
It is true. It's true. It is Walter Burrow.
Unless she is barred from running for office. I mean, you remember that guy? What was his name? He was the mayor of Washington, D.C. And
Marion Barry?
Yeah. Feds busted up and doing coke and all kinds of stuff. And he got kicked out of office. He ran again. He won. They put him back in office. Donald Trump,
right.
Convicted felon. He's going to run for president.
All right. Just before we finish up, I wanted to put up here a couple of things that some notes from people on the interwebs who I really respect. So Mr. Ben, he said the hostess with the mostest, Sweet Becky, would never do any of this. Giving a photograph to an unnamed individual of an inmate in a holding cell at the Collin County Courthouse. The inmate was not named, but it may have been Murdoch. Hill gave the photograph to promote sales of her book. Yes, well, that's what's alleged, yeah? Using her position to direct a $2,000 bonus to herself in September 2021. Well, yep, that's on the cards. using her position to direct a $2,500 bonus to herself in September 2022, and then again $2,500 bonus to herself in March 2023. Using her position to negotiate the use of the Culloden County Courthouse, apparently with a media company, in exchange for the promotion of her book. Was that wasn't part of the list of complaints, was it?
Which one?
That one, using her position to negotiate the use of the Culloden County Courthouse, apparently with a media company, in exchange for the promotion of her book.
Yeah, that might have been one of the ones that was missing. But,
that could be the one that's missing.
She allowed Netflix in.
She did allow Netflix in. Using her position to direct payments of hundreds of dollars in county funds to a company with which she had a business relationship. So Community Innovations. Wicked Truth is very cool. And she said, I'm just here to remind everyone that a thief is a thief. Becky Hill really said this. Do you want to be Becky Hill?
Sure. I'm also accused of diverting DSS child support incentive funds to give myself multiple bonus checks, a total $98.80. Laura hails that line. Oh, my former deputy clerk texted me asking about this, saying I don't need to go to jail for unethical behavior. Psh. According to the text exchange provided, I responded, right. Although I hear federal prison is pretty comfy.
Becky Hill, I want to know why SLED hasn't criminally charged you yet. A vested interest in a double murder conviction shouldn't make the laws irrelevant to a person who is alleged to have jury tampered and alleged to have stolen from child support. Alex Murdoch is a thief, but it's ignored that Becky Hill is one too. Nah. And as we say in Australia, yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. All right. This has been very interesting. We're going to keep on top of all of this. And yes, you're right, John. Those were in the emails. All that stuff about negotiating with Netflix was in the emails. And it'd be quite interesting right now to go back through the emails and marry up some of these charges or these allegations with the emails. Because I think a lot of the gifts and things, if we had dates on them, though, it would help. But we could potentially work out where there are figures on there that could help. But we could work out where in time those expenditures marry up to things that were happening. Although a lot of them are further back in time than the emails. So very interesting. Very interesting. But as Crime and Cask was saying, there's a lot more interesting things to come than this.
That's the tip of the iceberg there.
A lot more interesting things to come than this. So, CNC, you need to let us know when you would like to do the pre-launch of your book. And
everybody's asking. I had an email with the Daily Beast today. She wants to know, and they're getting pushed. I just have to wait for some of these national medias, and
I get it.
Her
It's a great
attorney
time, though.
just got back in town, I think yesterday. He was overseas, so I'm just kind of waiting. I'm in a holding pattern.
that's fair enough. That's fair enough, because when we do, I'd like to get some bits out of it and just give people a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the
Help promote it.
Help promote it, and maybe if you are willing, read out just a little teaser pieces of it, and maybe Dali could do some dramatic readings. I don't know if that appeals to you, but if we don't want to give too much away. We only want to give
I'll read a tiny little excerpt here from the book.
Oh, please.
You ready?
Yeah.
A special thanks to YouTube design wizard and true crime host Hella from the Excited Utterance channel for crafting this book's eye-catching cover.
Oh, that's giving away so much.
You are so sweet.
Love you, CNC. Love you, CNC. Well, we had to make sure that it was eye-catching and it was going to tell the story a little bit. So
Yeah, what I originally said to you, even that turned out really well.
yeah. Well, the
See.
spine is important. The spine's important. It's even got the little tissues because the egg lady, she was the one who gave Alex Murdoch a tissue, and when he was crying, gave him a box of tissues. Yeah, and so that little box of tissues is actually on the table, on the corner of the on the spine there, so you can see the little box of tissues.
Yeah.
And that was quite controversial, a box of tissues.
You did a really good job. Thank you. What I sent you was nothing what this is. This is great. Love it.
We had to make sure that we no offense to the cover that you did.
I'm no designer, so
that's fine.
Trust me,
it's
I
my job.
like spend all this time designing like something for my stream, and then I show it to Hella, and she's like, "Okay, let's go ahead and spend 30 minutes making these changes."
I'm also a design lecturer, so I'm able to do it with some tact.
Yes, she's very nice about it. Like, okay, it doesn't suck, you know.
It doesn't suck.
that's great.
Doesn't suck.
You didn't waste an hour. It's okay.
No. Everything's a good start. Trying is a good start. Okay.
I even love the black and white picture of Alex.
Yeah. That was actually him with his lawyers at a table at his trial. So you can see really softly in the background there's Jim behind him, and they're discussing something. But yeah, I like him being in profile there rather than your previous book. He was looking straight on.
Right.
So yeah. Anyway, any updates on her son? Haven't heard anything.
Nothing.
Haven't heard anything. No.
Yeah.
Murph, thank you so much for finding
everything
that link to the Kindle version. That is really cool, finding that. Thank you so much for doing that, and thank you for all of your research and help for this stream. This is really quick putting this stream together. This is all really breaking news. We will absolutely, as we always do with everything Murdoch, everything Becky, all of this stuff, we always stay right on top of it and bring it to you as quickly as we can. So yes, if there are any updates on her son, if there are any updates on this case at all, we will bring it to you. And thank you, Crime and Cask, for coming on at last second. Just love having you around, and your knowledge on this is second to none. So
thank you. I enjoy it.
I appreciate, and we love having you here. You're just amazing. All right, need to get going. Hang on just a second. Have a look. Oh, live. Who's live? Not many people. For a change, not many people. Hang on.
Recovery addict.
It's a holiday week here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Did Sean finish? Did he?
Was he on?
He was before. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're gonna finish up. And might see you tomorrow. Actually, Dahlia, are you streaming tomorrow?
I don't know yet. We can talk about it after.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Maybe see you guys on your Friday. It's my Friday already. So have a lovely one. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.